Hello, class. Today we will be talking about the characteristics of the Kanza prairie. Today's objectives will be discussing the habitats of the Kanza prairie, the importance of prescribed burning of the Kanza prairie, and the animals of the Kanza prairie, as well as the research that goes into it. The habitats. One of the habitats is the flower habitat. Flowers provide pollination. There are 576 species of plants at Kanza prairie. These plants need pollination in order to reproduce, and the main agents of these plants to reproduce are insects. Insects also benefit from the nectar or the pollen. Examples of these insects are bees, wasps, or butterflies. Let's dig into a few more habitats. One of them being the turkey's habitat. Turkeys eat seeds, nuts, insects, and fruit. Turkeys also need nesting, and they need to cover for their nesting in order to hide from predators. Let's move on to burning. Prairie burns help restore plant life at the Kanza prairie. It also gets rid of bad plants such as evergreens. It restores nutrients for grazers. And prescribed burns allows for fires to be more controllable. Let's discuss the animals of the Kanza prairie. Let's start with the buffalo. Buffaloes are used for grazing. Grazing allows for the stimulation of plant growth. Also, it displays the native environment and how it once was. Let's move on to coyotes. Coyotes are a predator, which eat snakes, insects, and fruit. Coyotes also help maintain the number of rodents within the prairie. They are also very adaptive to their environments. They also help manage population numbers. Let's look at the research that takes place at the Kanza prairie. Research is done to maintain the prairie as the Indians once did. Also, research is done to see grazing habits. For example, like we mentioned earlier, the buffalo. They research how the buffalo graze, and they have come to find out that buffalo graze at a faster rate than cattle do. Another thing that they research at the Kanza prairie is the rainfall in different areas of the prairie itself. So whether rain falls more at the top of the hill or if more falls in the valleys. So yeah, they just see where the rainfall differs in the area. They research the animals themselves and their habits, and they also research the habitats, much of what we talked about here. So I challenge you to get out and explore the Kanza prairie and see just exactly what we researched and went over here today.